Ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track and pretty to the post this afternoon's first race. A claiming pace, racing 1 mile. Number 1 is Exciting Finale, owned and driven by Phil Cunningham of Marysville. 2 is Canter Jack, owned by Chris McGuire Franklin for Mike Wilder. Number 3, Shunkrest Style, owned by Chancey Love of Proctorsville for Eric Ledford. 4 is Raven Colt, owned by David Overholzer, Bill Fountain with Jim Shelton. 5 is Sparkling Special, owned by David Cooper of Sabina with Herbie Brown. Number 6, Pendle Messenger, owned by David Linden of Franklin for Terry Groves. 7 is Country George, owned by Keith Richardson of Westchester. Brad Hanner is aboard. Number 8, Eddie's Alibi, owned by Ron Barker of Chillicothe. Trent Tharp's in the bike. Number 9, the Son of BV, owned by Dave Ehrenberg II of Grove City. Sean Mayhew in the sulky. The gate swings into the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off, and it's the 4 Raven Colt and the 1 Exciting Finale. These two away together. From the inside, it's Canter Jack, dropping in 4th, Shunkrest Style. Angling in 5 comes Sparkling Special. To the outside is 6th. It's Pendle Messenger. 3 wide 7th, Country George. Between horses 8th, Eddie's Alibi. The Son of BV grabs the early back seat 9th. As they move to the upper turn, Exciting Finale. But on the front end, takes a lead by 2. Raven Colt to the inside, gives it up for the cover 2nd. Canter Jack on the inside is pacing 3rd. 4th is Shunkrest Style. They reach the first quarter-mile marker in 30 seconds flat. Racing 5th, and out of the outside, Sparkling Special. With the cover 6th is Pendle Messenger. Saving ground 7th, Country George. To the outside, off the back end, comes the Son of BV. Now the trailer is Eddie's Alibi. As they race into the clubhouse turn, Exciting Finale, 9-2 shot. Showing the way here. Here comes Canter Jack to the outside, moving first up 2nd. In the pocket and 3rd, Raven Colt gapping. Cover 4th, it's Sparkling Special. They're at the half in 1:01 and 3/5. Moderate pace as they move off the turn and down the backstretch. Out of the outside, Canter Jack looking the leader in the eye, Exciting Finale. Digging in here for the battle as they race down the backstretch. Raven Colt came to the outside, but is gapping cover badly 3rd. Inside of 4th, the Shunkrest Style. Outside, Sparkling Special couldn't keep up with cover 5th. In the pocket 6th is Country George. Outside in 7th, Pendle Messenger. 3/4, 1:29 and 4. And it's Canter Jack. Back on top here, Canter Jack. Odds on favored by 3. Exciting Finale on the inside is 2nd. Raven Colt inching up on the outside. Shunkrest Style is closing ground and saving ground to the inside 4th. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Canter Jack with the lead. Exciting Finale coming right back to him. Shunkrest Style down to the inside into deep stretch. And Exciting Finale getting back up here. Exciting Finale in front. Trackside, ladies and gentlemen, the official winner of the first coming back in the stretch drive, the 1 Exciting Finale. 9-year-old son of Niatros from Queen Margie, owned, trained, and nicely handled by Phil Cunningham of Marysville, Ohio. 2nd season's victory for the 9-year-old pacer, the mile in 2 minutes, 1/5. Complete order of finish from the top down. Number 1, Exciting Finale, the winner. Canter Jack, 2. Shunkrest Style, 3. Raven Colt, 4. Sparkling Special, 6. Pendle Messenger, 8. Country George, 5. And his Alibi, 7. The Son of BV, 9. Field of 9 two-year-old pacing fillies. Racing 1 mile, a purse of $2,000. Number 1 is Sassy Abu, held by Mary Wolf. Kimberly Godfrey and Larry Coder of Ohio. Brent Holland drives. 2 is Tootin' Scootin', owned by Howard Wallace of Lebanon for Chip Noble. Number 3, Pocket Light, owned by Wilson Witten, Regina, and Joanne Willinger of Florida and Kentucky. Mel Turcott drives. Number 4, Air Exception, owned by Kim Casto of London for Darren Mauser. Number 5, Ain't She Cool, owned by Herb Spearman of Mount Vernon for Mike Spearman. Number 6, Primanetta, owned by Polystat Computer Apps in Charlestown of Ohio. Dan Ader drives. Number 7, She's a Tudor Scooter, owned by Carl Joseph of Washington Courthouse. David Miller. Number 8, Nippy Hanover, owned by Iris Harwitz of Brooklyn, New York. Eric Lenford at the bike. Number 9 is Kauai over the Worldwide Products of North Royalton. Don Swick in the sulky. One play show perfecta. Behind the gate, they swing to the backstretch for the start. There they go. And they're off, and it's Pocket Light sprinting quickly for the lead. Sassy Abu off the rail as second. Ain't She Cool from mid-track came away third. From the inside fourth, Tootin' Scootin'. Then it's a gap of 5 lengths. Comes Premonetta to the inside and racing a sixth there, Exception. Along the rail, 2 lengths seventh. It's Nippy Hanover. Racing early eighth, Kauai, the trailer. She's a Tudor Scooter. Near the first quarter-mile marker. Holland has the one. Sassy Abu on the front, leading by 2.5, 3 lengths. Pocket Light of the inside is racing second. Along the rail in 3, Tootin' Scootin'. Opening panel 28 and 2. Racing fourth, Ain't She Cool. 2 lengths 5, Premonetta. Another 2 lengths 6 there, Exception. Then it's a gap of 3 lengths to Nippy Hanover. Kauai follows, and she's a Tudor Scooter. He is gapping badly here. 5 lengths back, trails ninth as they swing into the clubhouse turn. Heavily favored Sassy Abu with the lead. Sassy Abu by 2. Pocket Light is a patient second. Tootin' Scootin' follows third. They reach the half, 1 minute flat. Ain't She Cool remains fourth on the rail. Air Exception coming to the outside, moving first up fifth. Premonetta to the inside is racing sixth. Kauai comes to the outside, racing seventh. Nippy Hanover then is eighth. And she's a Tudor Scooter has closed the gap but continues to trail ninth as they race down the backstretch. Sassy Abu still in control here. Pocket Light is a tight second now. Air Exception coming up on the outside is inching forward now third. Tootin' Scootin' on the inside is fourth. They reach the 3/4, 1:29, 1/5. Midway to the final turn, and Sassy Abu continues to lead, but Pocket Light right at her heels is waiting second. Here she comes now to the outside. Tootin' Scootin' saving ground. Ain't She Cool coming out as they turn for home. They've lost 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Sassy Abu with the lead. Tootin' Scootin' down to the inside. Pocket Light to the outside, but Sassy Abu is still game. Sassy Abu by a length.
Columbus Avenue and Turret can see them all. 57 and 4 for the half mile. Down the back stretch they go, final time at Freehold. On top of the field now, Jackie Moe and Bermuda Wine have made a big move. Up on the outside, Corner Brook and Wojo trying to get there. 3 lengths back along the inside to Fortune Patuli the outside. We've got Charles and Semalu. They're at the 3/4 pole. Nose-to-nose battle. Up on the outside, Corner Brook. Along the inside, Bermuda Wine. They go at each other 3/4 and 1. 26 and 4. They're on the
Here's the field for race number 3, Condition Claiming Pacers, racing 1 mile, purse of $2,200. Number 1, O'Donovan. Owned by Robert Darrow and James Darrow of Ohio and Indiana. Dave Miller drives. The 2, Mr. LCP. Owned by Patricia and Tom Brush of West Jefferson. Darren Mausera. 3 is Aren't We Good, owned by Walter Wiegand of London with Lance Wiegand. 4, Lucky Strike over the Star Country stable of Frankfurt with Jim Daly. 5 is Dancer Lock, owned by Wayne and Patricia Fry of Chillicothe. Mike Wilder drives. Number 6, Night Tellin, owned by Ron and Marjorie Anderson of Grove City for Dan Eder. 7, Please Remit, owned by Walt Beaver of Hilliard. Kelly Shepard drives. Number 8, Messenger T, owned by Chuck Sylvester of Delian Springs, Florida. Jeff found in the bike. The 9, U.S. News, owned by Sturgill Loman of Bainbridge. Chip Noble in the sulky. Win play show perfect, the trifecta, and pick 3 wagering. 9 minutes until push time. The gate swings into the back stretch, and there they go. And they're off, and the 8-horse Messenger T is on a break leaving. From the inside, Aren't We Good going for the lead. Please Remit from mid-track is second. From the inside comes Dancer Lock. Early fourth, it's Night Tellin on the inside, and 5-0 Lucky Strike. Off the rail, 6th, O'Donovan. Racing 2 lengths 7th now, it's U.S. News of the inside, and 8th, Mr. LCP. And the trailer following that break leaving is Messenger T. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, opening panel, a quick 27 and 2. And with the lead, Aren't We Good by 2 lengths. Inside, Please Remit is racing second, followed third by Dancer Lock. Next is Night Tellin. Here comes O'Donovan. And O'Donovan rushing quickly on the outside, making his bid for the lead. Oh, Lucky Strike. Gapping cover is now 5th. Back 7th on the rail, it's U.S. News, followed 8th by Mr. LCP, and the trailer is Messenger T. Reaching the half, and O'Donovan on the outside, co-favorite, looking for the lead. Aren't We Good is battling back, sunk at the half, 58-4. Along the rail and racing third, Please Remit. With live cover fourth, it's Oh Lucky Strike. In the pocket fifth, Dancer Lock. Moving to the outside, sixth comes Night Tellin' as they race down the back stretch. Aren't We Good clinging to the lead here. O'Donovan is right there pressuring second. Please Remit of the pocket is locked in third. Oh Lucky Strike drafting with cover fourth. Inside and fifth, Dancer Lock. Outside racing sixth, Night Tellin'. At the 3/4 mile marker, 1:27.2, and O'Donovan gets the nod here, takes a lead on Neck. Aren't We Good is still there, alive second on the inside and gapping three now. Please Remit. Oh, Lucky Strike on the outside is fourth. They turn for home. They've lost at an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. O'Donovan surging now will take the lead from Aren't We Good. And between horses comes Dancer Lock. Outside is Please Remit, but O'Donovan is cruising home here. O'Donovan gets up. Aren't We Good second, Dancer Lock third, 1:57. Trackside is the official winner of the third, number 1, O'Donovan, a 3-year-old son of Big Towner from Armbro DD, owned by Robert and James Darrow of Ohio and Indiana. Greg Haston trains Dave Miller in the sulky. Third season's victory for the 3-year-old pacer. It's a new lifetime record, 1:57 flat. O'Donovan, coming in from Hoosier Park, is now undefeated here at Scioto Downs. 2 consecutive wins for O'Donovan. Ladies and gentlemen, the horses are on the track and parading to the post this afternoon's 4th race. 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings in the $100,000 final of Ohio Sires. Racing 1 mile. The one is Dan's Shadow, son of Carry the Message, owned by Chip Noble and Graffin Incorporated of Ohio. Chip Noble driving with a mark of 202 at Raceway Park, earnings of $18,000. Drawing the rail today, Dan Shadow, driven by Chip Noble. The 2 is a chestnut son of Well Done, owned by Frank Todd of Delaware. Frank Todd Jr. training with a mark of 202 right here at Scioto Downs, earnings of $29,000. Coming off a win in the 5th leg of Ohio Sires at Raceway Park, it's Tango T with Frank Todd Jr. The 3-horse, a brown son of Armbro Glen, owned by Jack Tremonti of Wadsworth and Paul Bailey of Ohio. Kelly O'Donnell training. A mark of 203-1 here at Scioto Downs, earnings of $45,000. It's J.H. Doomer. Driver's change, Jeff Fount. The 4 is a brown son of Overcomer, owned by Willard Miller and Alan Busk of Ohio. Willard Miller training. A mark of 205-4 at Northfield Park, earnings of $15,000. Off a win at Dayton, it's Silver Mystified with Willard Miller. From post 5, a bay son of Tabor Lobel, owned and trained by Sam Mignano of Monroe, Michigan. A mark of 201-3 at Raceway Park, $29,000 in earnings. Coming off a win in the 5th leg of Ohio Sires at Raceway Park in record time, it's Raging Mischief with Doug Rideout. From post 6, a bay son of Speed in Action, owned by James Blair of Dover, Ohio. Rebecca Thomas, the trainer. A mark of 202-4 at Raceway Park, earnings of $18,000. It's Hinkle with Jeff Hostetler. From post position 7, a bay son of First Crop sire Carry the Message, owned by Thomas 6 of Charlotte, North Carolina. Craig Stein training. Earnings of $13,000 this afternoon, only his 8th career start. Coming in from Raceway Park, it's Conch T for Donovan Jr. And from post position 8, a bay son of Overcomer, owned by Floyd, Dean, and Denny Miller of Ohio. Robert Miller of Kentucky. Steve Brannon training with a mark of 2 minutes here at Scioto Downs. National season's record holder, earnings of $56,000. Leading all point standings, it's Spring Over with Dave Miller. There's your field for the 4th race, $100,000 final. Win, play, show, perfecta, pick 3 wager. 4th race, 2-year-old trotting colts and geldings running behind the gate. They swing into the back stretch for the 1995 $100,000 championship final. And Spring Over is on a break. And they're off. This leaves things wide open with J.H. Doomer moving quickly to the front end. From the center of the track, it's Raging Mischief. Off the rail, third, Dan's Shadow. From the outside of fourth, Tango T. Early fifth over Mystified, a gap of 4 lengths, sixth to Hinkle, followed by Conch T and Spring Over. Will have his work cut out for him here, but he again goes off stride as they approach the first quarter, and it's dug right out with Raging Mischief, the early pacemaker here by 4. Opening panel 28-1, and a brisk opening panel here as J.H. Doomer trots second. Dan Shadow to the inside is third. Tango T is racing fourth. Over Mystified is their fifth. Racing sixth is Hinkle. Conch T coming to the outside seventh. As they race out of the clubhouse turn, it's Rage and Mischief with a lead by 2.5. J.H. Doomer is a patient second. Dan Shadow to the inside, trotting at third. Inside fourth, the Tango T as they reach the half now, 59-4. Off the turn, down the back stretch with a lead. It's still Over Mystified. On the outside now as they begin to move down the backstretch, Over Mystified will flush cover. Here comes Tango T now, and Tango T moving quickly to challenge Raging Mischief. Raging Mischief continues to lead by 1.5 lengths, but Tango T now at the leader's wheel is second. J.H. Doomer in the pocket is trotting a third. Over Mystified with cover is fourth. Dan Shadow to the inside, saving ground fifth, 3/4 and 1:30. And with the lead, Rage and Mischief looking to wire the field. Tango T is right there, trotting his second. J.H. Doomer and Dan Shadow coming out now as they turn for home. They've lost an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. It's Rage and Mischief looking strong at the front end here by 2.5. Tango T is trotting second. Dan Shadow closing ground with every stride of the outside. Into deep stretch. Rage and Mischief will take the $100,000 final in 2 minutes and 3/5. Finishing second, number 1, Dan's Shadow. Third, number 2, Tango T, 5-1-2. Merle Mullet to the grandstand office, please, Merle. Here's the field, race number 5, fifth race, fillies and mares condition, claiming pacers, racing 1 mile, 2 drivers changes in the fifth, the 1 Bonaire Hanover, owned by Wilma Bob and Linda Rankin, Dave Rankin driving. Number 2, Bow Me Over, owned by Charles and Lois Stovall of Lebanon, drivers change to Randy Tharps. Number 3, Polly's Opal, owned by Randy Lane and Robert Russell of Ohio, Brent Holland drives. 4 is BD Falcon, owned by Robert Palmer and Richard Palmer of Ohio for Dave Miller. Number 5, Nuke City, owned by Bill Sherman of Dayton for Jim Daly. Number 6, Rhythm Bill Mack, owned by George McClellan of Indiana, drivers change Mel Turcott. 7 is Miss Cannon, owned by David Baird of Findlay, Ryan Holton up. Number 8, Noble Prize, owned by Bill Miller II of Trenton, Brad Hanners drives. The 9 is Justin Lynn, owned by Iris Harwitz of Brooklyn, New York, Chip Noble in the sulky. One place show perfecta, pick 3 wager. Mares are running behind the gate. The gate swings out of the back stretch, and there they go. They're off and pacing. Nuke City first to leave from the inside. Bonaire Hanover. From between horses, Bow Me Over dropping into fourth. Polly's Opal. Angling in 5, BD Falcon. From the outside at 6th, Rhythm Bill Mack. Inside in 7th, Miss Cannon, Noble Prize follows next. Then comes Justin Lynn trailing. Round of the upper turn and with the lead, it's Nuke City as she leads by 3. Bonaire Hanover on the inside is second. Along the rail 3, Bow Me Over, followed fourth by Polly's Opal. They reach the first quarter-mile marker, 28-1. Fillies and mares in straight formation as they come to the stretch. Fifth on the rail, BD Falcon. Another 2 lengths, 6th to Rhythm Bill Mack, followed 7th by Miss Cannon. Then it's a gap of 2 to Noble Prize. Justin Lynn is trailing 9th. Racing through the stretch. And with the lead, it's Nuke City, the 5 by 2. Bonaire Hanover is second. Bobby Over coming first up on the outside. She makes her bid for the lead. Third, Polly's Opal quickly hustles after the cover. Fourth, on the outside at 5, it's Rhythm Bill Mack as they reach the half. 58-1. Off the turn and down the back stretch, and Bomi Over puts a nose in front, takes the lead by a nose, a neck. Now a length, and Bomi Over on the front end. Outside, Polly's Opal will lose her live cover. She's now first up, second. Nuke City on the inside is tiring, and Bonaire Hanover is caught behind. That tiring horse will get shuffled here as they race on towards the 3/4. With the lead now is Polly's Opal. Polly's Opal takes her turn on the front by 2.5, 3 at the 3/4, 127-1. And now it's Polly's Opal leading by 4. Outside, Rhythm Bill Mack is second. Bomi Over is still a game third. Miss Cannon into striking position now as they turn for home. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Polly's Opal by 5. Inside, Rhythm Bill Mack is racing second. Miss Cannon coming to the outside. A late charge by Justin Lynn, but it's Polly's Opal coasting home. Very tight for place. 157-3. Trackside, the official winner of the 5th, number 3, Polly's Opal, 4-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of 700. Mount of Panama. Home by Randy Lane and Robert Russell of Ohio. Ron Boston, the trainer. Brent Holland, the driver. First season's victory and a new lifetime record for the 4-year-old mare, 157 3/5. For driver Brent Holland, that's a driving double in today's card. Here's how they finished. The 1 Bonaire Hanover, 6. Bomi Over, 8. Polly's Opal, the winner. BD Falcon, 7. Nuke City, 9. Rhythm Bill Mack, 2. Miss Cannon, 4. Noble Prize, 5. And Justin Lynn, 3. He won the horses race number 6 this afternoon, 6th race. $11,000 final for the Firethorn Equine Services Pacing Series. 2-year-old Colts and Geldings. Racing 1 mile, the 3-horse Bold Seeker is a late scratch. Number 1 is Mercer Lane Sam, a son of Ohio standing Nobleland Sam, owned by Magic Touch and Mercer Lane Farms of Georgia and Ohio. Don Boroff training. Mark of 2 minutes. Drawing the rail today, Mercer Lane Sam for Brent Holland. The 2 is 1 of 11. It's a roan son of Brent Hanover. Dennis Owens and Glenn Huber of Ohio. George Owens, the trainer, with a mark of 159. His last start in a qualifier. That is a new lifetime record. 1 of 11, driven by Dave Miller. 3 is scratched. 4 is Meadowlark CM. Ohio-bred son of Nobleland Sam, owned by Edwin Lean of Kettering, Ohio. Mary Coven trains with a mark of 2 minutes. Here at Scioto Downs, Meadowlark Sam, driven by Joe Essig Jr. Five is Sando Hoy, roan son of Log. Bill Sanders, the owner. Tyloy, the trainer. A mark of 159 and 4 at Northfield Park. Sando Hoy, driven by Brad Hanners. Number 6 is My Log Hill. Here's another son of the outstanding 2-year-old sire Log, then trained by Dan Wiseman of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A record of 154 and 4 at Hoosier Park. Has been dominating his opponents. 6 of 7 coming into this afternoon's final. $15,000 in earnings. It's My Log Hill for Mel Turcotte. 7, this one's for real, over the Tour Farms of Ridgeville, Ohio. Trained by Kelly O'Donnell, a son of Niatros. A mark of 156 and 1 at Scioto Downs. Kelly O'Donnell driving. This one's for real. From the outside, a Direct Express, based son of Direct Scooter, owned by Louis Boslow and Jane Cummins of Florida and Kentucky. John Cashman trains. Making his 9th career start, drawing a tough post today. Direct Express with Don Irvine Jr. One-play show perfected, trifecta. 2-year-old Pacing Colts and Geldings. They're running behind the gate. They swing into the backstretch for the start. There they go. And they're off, and it's the 5. Sandahoy shipping away first for the lead. From the outside, My Log Hill powering up on the outside is second. Mercer Lane Sam came away well third. On the inside fourth, it's 1 of 11. Early fifth, it's Meadowlark Sam, 3 lengths, 6-2. This one's for real. The early trailer, 7th, Direct Express. But an early speed duel on the front end with Sandahoy showing the way leaves My Log Hill parked to the first quarter. At the first stop, 28 seconds flat, and My Log Hill will now clear to take the lead, and Sandahoy giving it up for the cover second. Inside, Mercer Lane Sam is racing at third, followed by 1 of 11 fourth. Then it's 2 lengths 5, Meadowlark Sam. Another 3 lengths to This One's for Real Direct Express. Trailing as they race into the clubhouse turn. They're in straight formation, and with the lead, My Log Hill, the sensational rookie here by 2 lengths. But Sandahoy is right at his heels second. The half 57-3. Off the turn and down the back stretch, My Log Hill setting the cruise here now as they take the lead by a length and a half. Inside, Sandahoy is a patient second. Mercer Lane Sam, 45 to 1 shot. On the inside is third. Here comes 1 of 11. Moving first up on the leaders, racing fourth. And Meadowlark Sam will get the cover. Is right there fifth. To the outside is sixth. This One's for Real Direct Express. Off the rail quickly will save ground as they reach the 3/4 mile marker. 1:27.2. But it's My Log Hill now opening up here. My Log Hill by 5 lengths. On the inside is second. It's Sandahoy, but nobody's going to catch My Log Hill. It'll be an impressive final quarter here for My Log Hill as he crushes this field. Meadowlark Sam to the outside showing some pace. And here comes This One's for Real, but My Log Hill is cruising home. Very impressive today. 1:54.3. Sixth race now official. 6-4 Perfecta, $8.40, $8.40. The 6-4-7 Trifecta, $34.40, $34.40. Here's the field. Race number 7, Condition Pacers racing 1 mile, purse $2,000, field of 9 going postward. Number 1 is What a Sum, by Carl Gayhart of Fairborn. Herbie Brown drives. Number 2, Northern Hill, by Wallace Collins, Tom Hunter, and Wilburson Dell of Ohio for Dean Collins. 3, Radiant Wolf, by Jan Wolf of Bell, Florida with Mel Turcott. 4, Soldier Hill, by Gene Humphrey, Richard Randall, and Marianne Mitchell of Ohio, Jim Shelton driving. 5, Dream Legend, by Ron Wilson and Richard Maber of London, Eric Lanford. Number 6, Pleasing Kip, by Dolly Hessler of Hamilton for Dave Miller. 7 is Cha-Ching Cha-Ching, by James Mellon of Dayton, Kelly Shepard drives. Number 8, Sports View, by Larry Fullen and George Coleman of Ohio, Jim Daly in the back. Number 9, Country Boy Fame, by Donna Rogers of Lebanon, Dan Eder in the sulky. Win Play Show Trifecta, twin trifecta wagering, 8 minutes until post time, 8 minutes. Race Pacers, running behind the gate. The gate swings into the back stretch, and there they go. They're off and pacing. It's Soldier Hill first to fire for the lead. What a Sum off the rail second. From the mid-track, it's Pleasing Kip. Far outside goes Cha-Ching Cha-Ching, dropping in 5, Northern Hill. 2 lengths 6th as they swing into the first turn. Radiant Wolf on the inside to 7th. It's Dream Legend. Racing early 8th, Sports View. Country Boy Fame, the early trailer 9th. Reaching the first quarter-mile marker, and Cha-Ching Cha-Ching of the outside, parked to the first quarter, will now take the lead. What a Sum of the inside gives it up for second. Opening panel, 27-4. Soldier Hill on the inside is racing third. Pleasing Kip follows fourth. Next is Northern Hill. First up racing is 6th. Here comes Radiant Wolf as he looks to flush cover. Saving ground up in the pocket 7th comes Dream Legend. Joining cover flow 8th, Sports View. Country Boy Famed is trailing 9th. Racing into the clubhouse turn with the 7, Cha-Ching. Cha-Ching, 14 to 1 shot here by 3 lengths. What a Sum of the inside is chasing second, the half, 57-1. Soldier Hill on the rail is third. To the outside, Pleasing Kip gets underway fourth. Northern Hill flushes that cover 5th. Inside and 6th, it's Dream Legend. To the outside, racing is 7th, Radiant Wolf as they race down the back stretch. And Cha-Ching Cha-Ching is tiring badly here. And Pleasing Kip rushing right by What a Sum is locked in tight behind that tiring leader as they approach the 3/4 mile marker. And now Pleasing Kip has taken the lead by 4. 3/4, 1:27.2. And Northern Hill on the outside. And Cha-Ching continues to fade. 3-1 on the outside. Sportsview off the back end. As they turn for home, they've lost 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. It's Pleasing Kip with the lead. On the outside, Sportsview is coming at him and coming on. Northern Hill is right there. On the outside, Radiant Wolf into deep stretch. Pleasing Kip outside Sportsview, and Sportsview reaches out to take it. Trackside is the winner, number 8, Sportsview, 6-year-old son of Tucson Hanover from Winston's home run. Owned by Larry Fullen and George Coleman of Ohio. Adam Broker, the trainer. Jim Daly in the sulky. Second season's victory, pacing the mile 158-1. The trifecta 863, $550, 20 cents, 550, 20. Let's go to Freehold. They're near the quarter at Freehold.
The star of Medbury and Richie Woseo up for the lead. Right with him is Harrodstown. 3 of them battle for the lead at the quarter pole. Jackie Moe is 3 back. Winnow Shipper climb the summit. They're at the top of the stretch. Jack
is for race number 8 this afternoon's first division. Cheer up Philly Pacers in the 5th leg of Ohio Sires. Racing 1 mile, a purse of $20,000. The one is a daughter of Buyout, been trained by Terry Grant of Batavia. She with a record of 158 here at Scioto Downs, coming in from Northfield Park, winning 5 of 8 now, $14,000 in earnings. It's Trapper MD with Joe Essig Jr. The 2 is a daughter of Mobiland Sam, just purchased by Alvest Incorporated of Hilliard. Virgil Morgan Jr., the trainer, with a mark of 201-4 at Northfield Park, her last start in Ohio Sires. Earnings of $18,000. Brent Holland driving Duchess Tradition. From post 3, a bay daughter of Standing O, owned by Jeff McCarty of Chillicothe, Ohio. Carl Hitchens, the trainer, with a mark 201-2 at Northfield Park. Coming in from Northfield, $16,000 in earnings. It's Rebecca L. for Jeff Out. 4 horses scratch. Number 5 is a bay daughter of Simcoe Hanover, owned by Gary Adams and Leonard Steeman of Ohio. Dennis Putman, the trainer, with a record of 159 at Raceway Park. Earnings of $16,000. Jay Cross driving Franco. From post position 6, a bay daughter of Farmstead's fame, owned by Stan Milan of Xenia, Ohio. Travis Redden, the trainer. Earnings of $2,000. Making her 7th career start. Coming in from Northfield Park, Ohio Sires, it's Midnight Fame with Randy Tharps. From post 7, it's a bay daughter of Sydney Hill, owned by the Acadia Farms of Poland, Ohio. Trained by Carl Coquilone. A mark of 2 minutes and 3 at the Meadows. Earnings of $5,900. Coming in from a 3rd place finish at Northfield, it's Kyoko with Dave Miller. And drawing post position 8, a black daughter of Standing O, owned by Dean Perrill, Gary Crawford of Washington Courthouse. Gary Crawford, the trainer, with a mark of 201-4 early here at Scioto Downs. Earnings of $10,000. Dawn Break, driven by Jeff Smith. There's your field for the 8th race. One play show perfecta trifecta wagering. 7 minutes until post time. 7 to go. It's post time. They're off and pacing. Duchess Tradition from the inside, going for the lead. Trapper MD alongside his 2nd. Kyoko from the far outside came away 3rd. Early 4th, it's Rebecca L. Inside in 5 to Franco. Then that's a gap of 3 lengths. 6th on the inside, Midnight Fame. The early trailer is Dawn Break. Swinging through the upper turn, early Speedo on the front. Kyoko looking to take that lead away from Trapper MD. Duchess Tradition is now back 3rd as they reach the first quarter-mile marker. Opening panel in 28 seconds flat. Brisk opening panel here as Kyoko has taken the lead. Trapper MD on the inside is racing 2nd. Duchess Tradition is 3rd. Here comes Franco moving quickly on the outside. She'll flush live cover, and Duchess Tradition out and rolling now as they move towards the half with the lead. It's Kyoko. Duchess Tradition is caught uncovered, but she's moving first up now and inching up to challenge the leader 2nd. Trapper MD in the pocket is third. Franco with live cover is now drafting fourth. They reach the half, 57 and 4/5. Off the turn and down the back stretch with Kyoko showing the way. On the outside, it's Duchess Tradition at the leader's wheel. Trapper MD along the wheel is racing at third, and Franco tipping out 3 wide here in a bold move by Cross. They're 3 across now as they race on towards a 3/4 mile marker. Duchess Tradition will take the lead. Franco is on the outside, and these two are now slugging it out. And Trapper MD, Essig has found racing room, comes to the outside. 3/4, 127 and 1/5, and it's Duchess Tradition with the lead. Franco on the outside is racing second. Trapper MD is poised to strike 3 wide, and here she comes now as they turn for home. They've lost 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. Duchess Tradition with the lead. Franco on the inside is chasing a second. Trapper MD coming to the outside in mid-stretch. Duchess Tradition, Trapper MD, and here is Midnight Fame into deep stretch. Duchess Tradition and Trapper MD will hit the wire together in 158 and 4. Trackside, the official winner of this afternoon's 8th race, the 5th and final leg of Ohio Sires en route to their $100,000 final. Coming off the rail, it's Trapper MD, a daughter of Buyout from Special Trap, owned and trained by Terry Grant of Batavia, Ohio. Nicely handled by Joe Essig Jr. Trapper MD showing some pace in the stretch. It's her sixth season's victory in 9 starts and a mile of 158 and 4/5. Trackside to make that trophy presentation, the director of the Ohio Breeders' Jug Sale and Hall of Famer Don Millar. Here's the field, race number 9, claiming Pacers racing 1 mile. Purse of $2,000, field of 9. No changes. The one is Jay Hancock, owned by James Tassie and Bob Longo. Jeff out driving. The 2 are Rusty Special, owned by David Cooper of Sabina with Herbie Brown. 3 is Incomprehensible, owned by Bill Sherman of Dayton for Jim Daly. 4 is AJ Special, owned by the Meadowhaven Farms of Nashport for Trent Tharps. 5 is Trinity Lobel, owned by Billy Combest and John Rumpel of Indiana. Danny Trent driving. Number 6, Sombro Kahuna, owned by Lloyd Gabbett of Lebanon for Dave Miller. 7 is Mugshot Special, Janet Hager, the owner. Dan Ader, the driver. 8 is Diamonds Are Our Style, owned by Ross Fleming and John Chop of Ohio. Mike Wilder drives. And at 9, Jewelers Row, owned by Clint Binkley of Tennessee. Eric Lunford in the sulky. Win-play show perfect to trifecta wagering. 9 minutes and they're off and pacing, and it's the 4 AJ Special. First to leave from the inside, Jay Hancock, our Rusty Special, came away third. Up in the pocket fourth, it's Incomprehensible. Early 5, Trinity Lobel. On the inside, 6th, Armbro Kahuna, followed 7th by Mugshot Special. Racing 8th, Diamonds Are Our Style. Jewelers Row, the early trailer 9th. Pacers in straight formation as they reach the first quarter-mile marker. AJ Special leading the way, setting the pace. Opening panel in 28 and 1, Jay Hancock coming to the outside, and Jay Hancock sent to the front with authority here. AJ Special gives it up for the cover second. Our Rusty Special remains third on the rail. Incomprehensible is next fourth. Here comes Armbro Kahuna, and Miller on the move on the outside with Armbro Kahuna as they power to the outside to take the lead. Into the clubhouse turn they go, and Armbro Kahuna, one big move here, has taken the lead by 4 at the half in 57 seconds. And Armbro Kahuna rockets to the front end. Inside, Jay Hancock is left to chase second. Inside in 3, AJ Special. Outside, Mugshot Special was after that cover but couldn't keep up. Inside 5, our Rusty Special is locked in tight, and racing is 6th alongside comes Jewelers Row as they race on towards the 3/4 mile marker. Armbro Kahuna with the lead, but Mugshot Special starting to close now. 3/4, 125 and 3. midway to the final turn. It's Ombro Kahuna with the lead. Mugshot Special is closing ground, and here he comes now. Outside and racing at 3 comes Jewelers Row, less than an eighth of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come with the lead. It's Ombro Kahuna. Mugshot Special is gobbling up ground here inside Jewelers Row, but it's Ombro Kahuna with the big head start here. Ombro Kahuna coasting home. 156 and 3. Trackside, the winner, number 6, Ombro Kahuna. 6-year-old son of Ombro Emerson from Ombro Bewitch. All been trained by Lloyd Gabbard of Lebanon. Nicely handled by leading driver Dave Miller. 8th season's victory. 3rd consecutive for the 6-year-old pacer. And a new lifetime record, 156 3/5. Grove City. Upcoming at 10th, there are no changes. The upcoming 10th race is the final for the Trader Buds Westside Dodge Pacing Series. Here comes the field for race number 10, this afternoon's 10th race, the $15,500 final of the Trader Buds Westside Dodge Pacing Series. 2-year-old fillies. Number 1 is Scooter Deer, owned by Jack and Claudine Conway of Nashville. Roger Culliper drives the 2 Lovely Limit, owned by Wallet Hall Limited of Lexington for Jeff Ouch. 3 Sleepy Time Girl, owned by Ron Patrick and Robert Swan of Cary, Pat Brown driving. 4 is Casa Girl, owned by Jane Cummins of Nicholasville, Kentucky, Dave Miller. 5 is OTN, owned by Daryl Sams of Chillicothe for John Barr. Number 6 Lovering, owned by the ACA Stable of Wilmington, Jeff Daly drives. 7 is Angel, owned by Regina and Joanne Willinger and Wilson Witten of Kentucky and Florida, Mel Turcott driving. 8 is Fancy Fox, owned by Gary and Darla Cavalier of Fort Jennings, Alan George in the bike. The 9 Hooting Falcon, owned by David and Frederica Caldwell of Georgetown, Kentucky, Kelly O'Donnell in Missouri. Win Play Show Perfecta Trifecta Wager. They're off and pacing from the far outside. It's Fancy Fox powering for the late Angel. Alongside is second. From off the rail comes Scooter Deer. Sleepy Time Girl is off stride and on a break. And away forth now the outside comes Lovely Limit as they swing into the first turn. With the lead, Fancy Fox. Angel to the outside with an early quarter move. We'll put her to the test here. To the inside of 3, it's Scooter Deer. 3 lengths fourth to Lovely Limit, followed 5 by Casa Girl. The opening paddle quick, 27 and 4. Inside and 6th, it's OTN. Next comes Lovering. Then to the inside, Hooting Falcon. Sleepy Time Girl has found her stride, is trailing 9th. Fillies are in straight formation as Fancy Fox, controlling the tempo here, leads by 2. Inside is second, it's Angel. Along the rail in 3, Scooter Deer. Racing a 4th, it's Lovely Limit. 5 of the inside, it's Casa Girl. Along the rail in 6th, OTN. Lovering. Flushing covers 7th. At the half, 59 and 2. Swinging off the turn, onto the back stretch they go, and with the lead, it's Fancy Fox by 2 lengths. Angel coming first up of the outside, pressuring his second. On the inside at 3 is Scooter Deer. Second over 4th is Lovely Limit. OTN to the pocket is 5th. Casa Girl is there. 6th Lovering. Racing 7th. But with the lead, Fancy Fox by 2.5, 3 lengths now. 3/4 mile marker in 127 and 4. And Fancy Fox is now under pressure by Angel as Angel comes right up alongside second. Scooter Deer on the inside is third, and poised to strike 3 wide is Lovely Limit. Turning for home, they've less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Fancy Fox clinging to the lead. Angel on the outside, looking her in the eye. Far outside, here comes OTN. Casa Girl from between them, but it's Fancy Fox. She holds him off in 157 and 4. It's official. 8-4 Perfecta, $62.20. 62.20. 847 Trifecta, $107.20. 107.20. Introducing the 11th race. 11th race, 2-year-old pacing fillies. Second division, 5th leg of Ohio Sires. Racing 1 mile, purse of $20,500. The one is King's First Lady, daughter of first crop sire Tudor Scooter, with the Barbara King Trust of Columbus Jimmy King Training. With a mark of 158 and 2 early here at Scioto Downs. Earnings of $31,000. Grand Circuit winner here in Tompkin Gears. It's King's First Lady with Randy Tharps. The 2 is a bay daughter of first crop sire March, with the Crest Farms of Miamisburg. Virgil Morgan Jr., the trainer. Mark of 2 minutes and 2, earnings of $4,000. April Crest, driven by Brent Holland. The 3 is a bay daughter of Falcon Elmerhurst, owned by Fred Bates and Dave Rankin of Ohio. Tracy Westendike, the trainer, with a mark of 159 at Circleville, earnings of $18,000. It's Romy Ann, driven by Dave Rankin. From post 4, a brown daughter of Novaland Sam, owned by Darrell Lewis and Mark Winters of Ohio. Darrell Lewis, the trainer. Mark of 2 minutes and 2 here at Scioto Downs, earnings of $15,000. Mark Winters driving Purser. From post 5, it's Cinder Sandy, a bay daughter of Look Sharp, owned by Charles Miller of Napoleon, Ohio. Max Shaw, the trainer. A mark of 157 and 3 in Ohio State Fair Stakes here at Scioto Downs. Earnings of $48,000. Dave Miller driving Cinder Sandy. From post 6, a daughter of Chairman of the Board, owned by Jack Tremonti, Dean Davis, and Jim Snyder of Ohio. Kelly O'Donnell trains. 2-year-old record 158 and 4 here at Scioto Downs in Ohio State Fair Stakes. Earnings of $31,000. Kelly O'Donnell driving Looks Like Magic 2. From post 7, a daughter of first crop sire Dare You 2, then trained by Dave Stratton of Ottawa, Ohio. A mark of 158 and 1 at Raceway Park. Earnings of $9,000. Dave Stratton driving Fanny K. From post position 8, it's a bay daughter of Tudor Scooter, owned and trained by Russell Hare of Groveport, Ohio, with a mark of 202 for 5th, earnings of $4,900. It's Mary Maker, driven by Trent Tharps. Running out the field, a tough post this afternoon. Post position 9, a bay daughter of Tucson, Hanover, owned by Thomas Sousa of Oshawa, Ontario. Jim Daly, the trainer. A mark of 158 and 4 here at Scioto Downs. Earnings of $19,000. Jim Daly behind Tucson Melody. And they're off, and Cinder Sandy follows the gate away for the lead from the inside. It's Romy Ann. Far outside comes Tucson Melody. Early 4th, April Crest. So the inside 5, King's First Lady. Dropping in 6th, Purser. Angling in 7th, Looks Like Magic 2. To the inside, racing 8th, Mary Maker. Early trailer 9th is Fanny K. Out of the upper turn, Tucson Melody has taken the lead, but Romy Ann waits no longer, coming to the outside with an early quarter move. At the first stop, 27 and 4. And Romy Ann moving to the front end here, Tucson Melody giving up the lead for the cover second. Here comes King's First Lady powering up on the outside, and King's First Lady with authority to the front end. She takes the lead away from Romy Ann. Tucson Melody remains third on the rail, followed by Sandy 4th. Inside racing 5, it's April Crest. Purser to the inside is 6th. Here comes Mary Maker to the outside 7th. They reach the half, 56 and 3. Off the turn down the back stretch. King's First Lady with the lead. Here comes Cinder Sandy to the outside. Romy Ann in the pocket. Tucson Melody is 4th on the rail. Between horses 5, April Crest, 3 wide. 6th comes Fanny K. Tightening up a bit now, it's Purser and Mary Maker. Even the 3/4 mile marker in King's First Lady by 5 lengths. Inside is 2nd. It's Cinder Sandy, 3/4, 125 and 3. And the 2-year-old sensation filly, King's First Lady with the lead by 7. On the inside, Cinder Sandy struggling with this pace. 3 wide, Mary Maker at 40 to 1. Less than 1/8 of a mile ago. And down the stretch they come with the lead, King's First Lady. Mary Maker to the outside. It's the Tharps boys, 1-2, but it's King's First Lady in 154 and 3. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the unofficial winner of the fifth leg, second division of Ohio Sires. From off the rail this afternoon, a very impressive mile indeed. A daughter of the first crop sire Tudor Scooter from Cravina Raven. King's First Lady. She's owned by the Barbara King Trust of Columbus. Jimmy King, the trainer. Nicely handled by Randy Tharps. King's First Lady exploding out of the scene early this season, winning the Tompkin Gears pace. Wrapping things up in the Ohio Sires in record time this afternoon. Equally as impressive as My Log Hill earlier this afternoon. 154-3, a decisive victory for the rookie filly. The quarter then led to the top of the stretch, fading and finishing third by 5 lengths in 2:08. The 1995 Ohio Sires Championship Final for 4- and 5-year-old pacers. Racing 1 mile, purse of $70,000. Off the rail, a 4-year-old son of Falcon Elmhurst. But all King's horses, John Colfa's Mark Feller and Rockefeller Stable, trained by Ron Potter. A mark of 152-3, earnings of $209,000. Triple Crown winner in the state of Ohio in 1994. Dave Miller driving, Mertz Falcon. From post position 2, a bay son of Tucson, Hanover, owned by John and Robert Morris of Ohio, Dan Purdue training. 3-year record of 153-4, earnings of $93,000, just off a win here at Scioto Downs. Go Buckeyes, driven by Eric Luntford. From post position 3, a brown son of Novoland Sam, owned and trained by Chip Noble of Xenia, Ohio. 3-year-old best of 153, earnings of $208,000. Chip Noble driving, Dr. Elbon. From post position 4, 4-year-old son of Chevron Lobel, owned by Terry Gillen and Richard Full of Massillon, Ohio. Ray Fisher Jr. trains. 4-year-old record of 153-2 here at Scioto Downs, earnings of $121,000. Coming in from Northfield Park, Bud's Victory, driven by Ray Fisher Jr. From post position 5, a 5-year-old son of Good to See You, owned by Richard and Peggy Payne of Vandalia, Ohio. Mike Polhemus training. 4-year-old record of 153 right here at Scioto Downs, earnings of $119,000. Mike Polhemus driving, Nardi Jeff. From post position 6, 4-year-old son of Tucson, Hanover, over the Chester Stable and the Cappy Stables of Pennsylvania, New York. Bruce Walls is the trainer. 3-year-old record of 152-2, earnings of $130,000. Bruce Regal driving, Touch of Greatness. Scoring from post position 7, 4-year-old son of Novoland Sam, owned by Jay Lucarelli of Cleveland, Ohio. Craig Stein training. 3-year-old best of 153-4, earnings of $190,000 coming in from Northfield Park. Jim Paliano driving, Samandi. There's your field for the 12th race. Win, place, show, perfecta, trifecta wager. At the gate swings into the backstretch for the 1995 $70,000 final. They're on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. First away, Bud's Victory fires for the lead. From the far outside, it's Samandi. Touch of Greatness. Right there is third. Mertz Falcon off the bit is fourth. Go Buckeyes, dropping in quickly 5, followed 6th by Dr. Elbon. The early trailer 7th is Nardi Jeff. Right of the upper turn, and Bud's Victory sets the early pace by 2. Samandi to the inside is racing second. Touch of Greatness from the outside finds a seat here third at the first quarter mile marker, 26-4. And with the lead, it's the 4, Bud's Victory. 8-1 shot showing the way. Here comes Touch of Greatness, right back to the outside, and Touch of Greatness making his bid for the lead. Samandi in the pocket is racing at third. Mertz Falcon coming to the outside with covered fourth. Go Buckeyes moving off the rail 5. Dr. Elbon gapping 2 lengths is 6th. Nardi Jeff trailing 7th. Reaching the half, 55-2. Off the turn and down the back stretch, and Touch of Greatness is parked on the inside and battling back Bud's Victory. Off the turn and down the back stretch, and here it comes. Mertz Falcon 3 wide. Field begins to tighten now. So Mandy is buried fourth on the rail. Go Buckeyes with live cover is fifth. 3 across now as they swing into the final turn. Tightly packed here. And with the lead on the outside, Mertz Falcon 3/4, 1:24-1. And Mertz Falcon continues to lead. On the inside, racing is second. It's Bud's Victory and Go Buckeyes into striking position now. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Mertz Falcon with the lead by 3. But Go Buckeyes is coming at him and coming on. Further outside, Nardi Jeff, Touch of Greatness coming back. But it's Mertz Falcon at the wire. Tight fourth place. 1:54-1. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the official winner, the 1995 Ohio Sires Championship Final. Number 1, Mertz Falcon. Just a 4-year-old son of Falcon Elmhurst from Keystone Myrtle. Followed by All Kings horses, John Golfus, Mark Feller, and Rockefeller Stables. Ron Potter, the trainer, Dave Miller in the sulky. 6th season's victory for the 4-year-old pacer. Today's mile 1:54, 1/5. Trackside to make the trophy presentation, the Secretary of the Ohio Standardbred Development Fund, Mr. Charles Bowen. Also trackside, the President and Director of Mid-America Racing Association, Mrs. Charles Hill, and Director of Racing, Mr. James Ewart. For driver Dave Miller, it's a driving triple here this afternoon. Here's how they finish. Racing 1 mile, purse of $2,000. The 1 Tyler's Big Mark. Owned by Doug Reston of Chillicothe, Dave Miller drives. 2 Smoky Waters, owned by Steve and Doris Dennison of Thornville with Mike Wilder. 3 is Osborne's Gigolo, owned by William M. of Lockburn. Eric Lunford drives. Number 4, Mac Ryan, owned by John Cantrell and Dave Cantrell Sr. of Ohio and Michigan for Jeff Out. 5, Joseph's Touch, owned by Laurie Kratzer of Eaton. Brent Holland drives. Number 6, Cummerbund, owned by Margaret Graves of Chillicothe for Dan Eder. 7 is Capable Leader, owned by Linda Lowe, Joe McCarran, Mike Mason of Ohio. Trent Tharps drives. Number 8 is The Competitor, owned by the Walgrove Stables of Lockburn for Del Miller. And the line, Antar Bay, owned by Tom Hunter and Dean Collins of Ohio. Dean Collins in the sulky. Win Play Show, Perfecta, Superfecta Wagering. Post time in 9 minutes, 9 starts. There they go. They're off and pacing, and Joseph's Touch is first to leave from mid-track. Osborne Gigolo from the inside. Tyler's Big Mark off the rail third. Dropping in fourth, Smoky Waters. On the inside, 5, Mac Ryan. Along the middle, 6th, Cummerbund. On the inside, racing is 7th, Capable Leader. Early 8th is The Competitor and Tarbay, the early trailer 9th. Out of the upper turn, approaching the first quarter, Joseph's Touch. Early pace setter has a lead. Osborne Gigolo came to the outside, took a look, dropped back down in second. First quarter, 27-2. Tyler's Big Mark on the inside is third. On the bill fourth, the Smoky Waters, 2 lengths, 5 to Mac Ryan. On the bill sixth, it's Cummerbund. Next is Capable Leader. Then it's a gap of 4, The Competitor and Antarbe. Racing into the clubhouse turn, it's the 5, Joseph's Touch. 10-1 shot, showing the way here. Here comes heavily favored Tyler's Big Mark. Coming to the outside, and Tyler's Big Mark powers to the front end. The half 50, 6-4. Off the turn and down the back stretch, and Tyler's Big Mark exploding here, opens up by 4 lengths. Joseph's Touch on the inside. Mac Ryan couldn't keep up with cover is third. Inside to fourth. Osborne's Gigolo to the outside of 5. It's Cummerbund. Buried 6th, Smoky Waters. Here comes Capable Leader, 3-1 to the outside as he launches his attack. Nearing the 3/4 mile marker, Tyler's Big Guy continues to lead by 3 at the 3/4, 1:25-4. Tyler's Big Mark by 3 lengths. Joseph's Touch as a game a second. Mac Ryan parked third. Poised to strike 3 wide comes Cummerbund. Locked in tight, Osborne's Gigolo. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. And Down the stretch they come. Tyler's Big Mark with the lead. Joseph's Touch coming right back to him. And here comes Osborne's Gigolo shaking loose now. And Osborne's Gigolo coming strong, but it's Tyler's Big Mark hanging game by a length. 156 and 2. Here's the official winner, number 1, Tyler's Big Mark, 3-year-old son of Tyler's Mark from Rups. Of Doug Riston of Chillicothe, Jerry Kushbach, the trainer Dave Miller in the sulky. 4th season's victory for the sophomore pacer. It's a new lifetime record, 156 and 2. For leading driver Dave Miller, he caps off a big day today with 4 winning drives. 1-3 Perfecta paying $13.80, $13.80. 1-3-5-2 Superfecta $433.60, $433.60. And here's how they finished. The 1 Tyler's Big Mark, the winner, Smoky Waters 4, Osborne's Gigolo 2. Post time 7:30. Until then, I'm your track announcer, Steve Cross, wishing you a safe and a pleasant trip home. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Good night.